Kathy Gross again, and I am back with my YouTube series, Geriatric Care 1. And you can see my other YouTube series, Mom Loves You Best. I have actually other channels. And we are now doing the Nearly Normal Family, and this is the second segment. And we were talking about what is the dysfunctional family and what is the nearly normal family. Well, a normal family, not normal, a nearly normal family, because there's no perfect family, has healthy, basically unstrained relationships, as opposed to the really strained relationships I talked about before in dysfunctional families. So they do really well, but why do they need you as a GCM? Because these healthy, unrestrained relationships go crazy when an older person becomes disabled in their family, especially the mother and father who are the leaders of the family, who set all the rituals, who cook the turkey, who make the pumpkin pie. And it knocks the nearly normal family off balance. And that's why they need you, Miss GCM, out there. Because they have to care for the parent, and their nearly normal kind of unrestrained relationships completely break down because they are a system. We're going to talk a little bit about family systems. So you, the geriatric care manager, can write the nearly normal family when this tragedy happens. The havoc increases by the mother and father or the great aunt, who's ever the head of the family, becomes disabled through age. So how do you help a nearly normal family? And how do you tell the difference? First of all, let's look at how you tell the difference. A nearly normal family, when they're calling you the geriatric care manager, won't have urgency when they call you. I mean, they won't call over and over again. They won't be calling a million agencies. They won't demand to talk to you. Who does that? The dysfunctional family. They call wildly, the dysfunctional family. They call a million agencies. The nearly normal family, because they have been, nearly normal all these years, will research. Usually families go on the web and they'll find the best, choices. They won't necessarily find one choice, but they'll shop around. They'll be polite and they'll find you. Nearly normal families are polite. They're not demanding. And guess who's demanding? It's the dysfunctional family. They will demand that you talk to them at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how many people have gotten these calls, but they will call you at dinner time. And, a lot of you are on call. Everyone hates it. I basically hated it when I was a geriatric care manager. But, you have to have boundaries to survive geriatric care management, and the nearly normal and the dysfunctional family is going to push every boundary. The nearly normal family doesn't. The dysfunctional family does not like criticism. So if you bring up that you really can't talk now because it's dinner, they see that as criticism, and they're just going to call somebody else. The nearly normal family will understand that. The dysfunctional family has intense emotional relationships, and we're going to talk about that more. And the nearly normal family doesn't. They have normal relationships. And this is I can't do it. I usually need 2 people. If you've ever seen me teach, I usually drag someone out of the audience. The audience cringes. They don't want to sit in the front with me. It's always in the front I get them because it's easier to get them. So we'll just play Fritz Pearls here. So you're sitting here. I've dragged you out of the audience. And we are now a dysfunctional family. So you are pointing at me like that, and I am pointing at you like this. And that's a dysfunctional family. We point at each other. We blame each other. We're really mad. But you use these gestures. A nearly normal family, because I don't have somebody, if you were sitting over there, I would grab your arm. And in a crisis, we link together. we face the difficulty together. Where a nearly normal family will say, Mom was so sick and you never really helped. I took care of her all the time, and what in the world have you done? Nothing. When you're in the hospital, in the emergency room, trying to solve the problem, and what are they doing over the bed? Mom's bed. You did this. So, and the last thing is that the dysfunctional family has completely unrealistic expectations of you. A, you get up in the middle of the night to talk to them. B, you do a newsletter every day explaining to all the other people they're blaming what's really going on, and you take their side. So the nearly normal family won't do this. And why is the dysfunctional family like this? Well, usually a dysfunctional family has been this way for multiple generations because there's something the matter with them. They are infected with something. It might be drinking, it might be drugs, it might be child abuse, it may be ADD, panic disorders, but something's been going on for generations. And they are ambivalent about their parent. On one hand, they love their mother because everybody really loves their mother. On one hand, they hate their mother, and because something happened. And this ambivalence is really a true. And the last thing is that there's a real lack of nurturing in a dysfunctional family. In the nearly normal family, there isn't. So we'll see you next time. Go to my website, kathycrest.com, and I will continue doing the nearly normal family.